Welcome children. So today I am going to take your same chapter number 3, elementary concept of object and classes. Previous topics I discussed with you was modeling, entities, abstraction, what are objects, class, the object factory, class as a user defined data type, message passing between objects by message to an object by message between the objects. So these topics I have discussed previously. Now today I am going to discuss your topics that are working with BlueJ, starting BlueJ, creating a BlueJ project, creating a class, creating or editing the class code, compiling Java code, creating an object, executing or running the member methods, class as an object factory, already I discussed you, opening an existing BlueJ project, printing the source code and the main method. All these topics I am going to discuss today, working with BlueJ or BlueJ. BlueJ is an integrated development environment IDE specifically designed for teaching Java at an introductory level. The BlueJ environment was developed as a part of a university research project to teach object-oriented programming to beginners. It was developed and maintained by a joint research group at Deccan University in Melbourne, Australia, and the University of Kent in Canterbury, that is in UK. So the BlueJ development environment provides a single graphical user interface GUI that contains code editor to write program code, Java compiler to compile your code, virtual machine to execute the Java program, terminal to view the output, debugger to find the problems in code. These are the content which are provided by BlueJ. So let us know some more fact about BlueJ. That is, BlueJ is supported by Sun Microsystems. Sun Microsystem was acquired by Oracle in 2010. Let us see how to start BlueJ on your computer. From the desktop, you just double click on the shortcut icon. Now, this is, you can open BlueJ on your PC. Second way, you can click on start button. From there you find the BlueJ icon. This is the second way to open BlueJ in your computer. Same way you can get the same. Now third one is to get this all programs, and after that you can click on BlueJ here. Once you double click on this icon, again you can start BlueJ in your computer. There are three ways you can start BlueJ in your computer. So you can follow any one method from these three. Either click from desktop or you click on start. From there you select programs from BlueJ or click icon in the startup program. Now once you have double click BlueJ icon from the desktop and you are having this window. Now from here you can do one thing, click on project and there you select new project. Once you click on new project, you have to write a file name, that means your project name. Suppose I am writing ABC9, that means you can write your name and class. If you want section, then also you can mention it. And see where you are going to create. You are going to create in my document. Somewhat if you are not going to save your in this BlueJ project in my document, you can save on different places also. From there you can select desktop or computer and drive you can select, and from there you can save your program or project in different locations. So I am saving with name ABC9 and I am clicking on create. Once you create your project with ABC9, the name you have mentioned is ready for the project. Now click on project and you see the option new project, open project, recent project, non BlueJ, close, save as, import, create jar file, page setup, print or quit. These options you are having. How to create a new class? For this we are going to click on new class. There we are going to write a class name. Suppose I am writing welcome. Okay, this is my class name, so I have written here welcome. Now this type of icon will be there with bars. that means this program is not compiled. So what I will do, I'll double click on this to get this pre-written code, or you can do one thing, you can just right click over there and you get options like open editor, compile, inspect, remove. Remove will erase this, inspect and compile, you are going to compile the program. Open editor, so I am going to open this editor, so I'll get predefined program. Now what I have to do, I have to just rewrite the program. That means first Control A to select the program and press delete button. This is to erase predefined code or pre-designed code so that you can write your own program. Now, next we are going to understand how we are going to write a new program to edit the class code. What I am going to do, I am going to right click on this, open editor, predefined or pre-designed code is there, so I'll do one thing, Control A and select delete option. So once it is clear, now I'll write my new code, that is public class, my class name was welcome, so I'll write, after that enter, and I'll use one open curly braces, then I'll use public, then void display message. Okay, I've used this one, void display message. Now I'm going to use two brackets. Now after this one more curly braces, then next system dot out dot print ln. Now this statement I am going to use, then I am going to use string welcome to Java. Now as I mentioned this double quotation, so I'll close double quotation here, then bracket I'll close and put one semicolon. Now semicolon means semicolon here I am using. Again I'll press one enter key, close curly braces, again enter key, close second curly brace. This one is last and this one is for this. Now my program is ready to compile. So what I'll do, I'll click on compile, and after some time it will show if any error is there. Yes, so it is asking for this one. I left this because I was just want to tell you that you just don't leave any space, because it is a method name or function name, so it cannot be with a space. So again you compile, and now class compiled, no syntax error, that means your program is ready to run. Now what I'll do, you just close it from here, and now right click on this and you get new welcome. This is object, so I'm clicking here, okay. Then once you click it here, then you find void display message. When I click on display message, you get the output. So this is terminal window where you're getting the output, and program code you minimize this or keep it to one side so that you get the code. So I am writing it here. See, both the things are clear. Mention here once, this is your program code and this is the output. So you can see on two windows, I am just side by side I am keeping here. Now public class welcome, welcome is your class name, then curly braces, public void display message, it's a function, and you are using one command, system.out.println. Whatever you write in double quotation will be displayed on your terminal window as it is. So this was to execute how to edit a program. Now you can close all these two windows, or you can simply click on close button from here. Now you just find out or take out your program. This is your program. Just now we have learned how to edit a program. After that we have learned how to compile the program. After that we have learned to make object. On that right click, new object, and it will show another object here. every time when you click or create object, it will create a new object for your program to run. But how the number of times you use this message or this function or method, it will show the terminal window with the same output command which you are using in your program. So you can do this was the how to create object and all that, and this is to create or edit program code. How to create or print a source code. Double click on your program and click on here print. So when you click on print, it will display print line numbers and all that. Then click on OK. Once you click on OK, then you have to select the printer. From this name, you select the desired printer where you want to get the printout. So you can select a printer. Then from page number, if you want to print all the pages, click on all. Now it will print all the pages on your this document to printer. Now you can click on OK. It will print the message this to the printer. Learn how to open a previous project or already one project we have created. Now I am going to open that. So you can click on open project. Now there you find I have created one more project, that is 1SJS10. So I am going to open this, click on that and click on open. Now the project which I have selected is open for me. Now if you want to exit, then you can do one thing, click on project. From there last option is quit. Either you can click on quit all, or when you click on this quit all, then all the project will be closed. Or this program we have done by creating object that is known as display. Now another program I am going to write by using void main. So again I am writing prog1, that is program 1, then clicking on OK. After that I am going to write the program code. So to edit program code I have to do the same process, Control A, then delete button. Now I will use my program code. So public, then class, my class name is program prog1, then enter, then curly braces, then I have to use public static void main. In that void main I am going to use string, then argument. So I am using args, then bracket, then I am going to use curly braces, then system dot print system dot out dot print ln, then bracket, double quotation, I am going to write Java programming. Now this is the second process to write your program by using void main. So I have written my program code. You can do one thing after that, completing your program code, just click on compile. Once you get this message, class compiled, no syntax error, you can close it, and now you just click on right click, you find new prog1 void main. As I've used void main in my program, so I'm going to click on void main. Once I click on void main, then void main, okay, then Java programming. This is the output for my program. Now this I am just using this side, and I just right click on this and I just check open editor. In that you see program code is given here. What is written here? Simple, public class prog1, then curly braces, public static void main string args, now curly braces, system.out.println, in double quotation I have used Java programming. So this Java program I have used. So whatever you write in double quotation mark will be displayed on the terminal window or output window. So when I talk about tokens and all that, so there you find public class prog1 is a identifier, public static void main. All these are some reserved words which are having special meaning in your Java compiler. So these are reserved words. This is identifier. This is a print command. Next we are going to close it, and Do practice for all this. Where is my class file saved? Wondering where my class file is saved? Well, if you remember, you choose the project location as colon BlueJ, that is C colon slash BlueJ work. BlueJ automatically create a folder name my project in this location. The folder name is the same name as your project that you specified in the beginning. If you navigate to the folder, you will see all the files created so far, like welcome.java, contain welcome class, source code, readme text, contain notes and description of your project, BlueJ package, package.bluej, file generated by BlueJ for its own use, welcome C text, setting file for own use of BlueJ. These files will be created automatically. One structure of Java program. So here I made one structure of Java program, that is public class welcome, curly braces open, and public void display message. There is no space, so it is a one variable. Now here you see it is a open and close bracket. Open close bracket means it is a method or function. Now here I have used second curly braces, then I have used system.out.println welcome to Java. So this statement I have given here in double quotation. After that I have closed this bracket and semicolon. Then as I have opened two curly braces, so I have closed two curly braces here. Now line 1, public class welcome. The keyword public is an access specifier that defines the scope of a class. The keyword class denotes that this is a class within the name welcome. Line number 2, this one, I am opening a curly braces. So I have written the first opening curly bracket mark the beginning of the class code. Line number 3, that is public void display message. This statement creates a new member method called display message. The keyword public is an access specifier that defines the scope of member method. Void is a Java keyword which signifies the function will return a value. The name of the member method is display message. The method name is programmer specified, which cannot be a Java keyword. Line number 4, this one, this bracket. The opening curly bracket indicates the beginning of the method code. Line number 5, this one. System.out.println, where I use in double quotation welcome to Java. Statement prints the next in double quotes as an output. You will learn about it in the following chapters. The semicolon indicates the end of the statement. In Java programming, you have to terminate every statement with a semicolon. The absence of this led to a compiler time error. Line number 6, this one. The closing bracket indicates the end of the method code. 7th one, this one. Last closing curly bracket mark the end of the class code. So this was the structure of a Java program. Let us know more. If you change the name of the class icon in the project window will also reflect the change. Now today we have finished chapter number 3. Next time I am going to start here chapter number 4, that is values and data types. The topics I am going to cover in that will be character set, ASCII character set, Unicode character set, escape sequence. By that time, take care of yourself. Thank you, dear children.